Now it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Emmanuela Shinta, founder and executive director of the Ranu Welum Foundation in Indonesia. The foundation was founded in 2014 and is now globally known for its Youth Act Green movement in ecological disaster relief efforts and forest restoration. It is also known for its indigenous film festivals, which use storytelling to address the indigenous rights. Ms. Emmanuela Shinta, could you tell us more about your foundation and its efforts to restore forests?
Hi, sure. Thank you, Adriana. Adil Katalino, Bacuramin Kasaruga, Basengat Kajubata, Arus. Selamat panalu matakam katulu. Greetings from Kalimantan. My name is Emmanuela Shinta. I belong to Dayak Manyan tribe, the first people of the Borneo Island, and I live in Central Kalimantan, which is the Kalimantan is the part of the Borneo that belong to Indonesia. And I was born in Kalimantan, grew up in Kalimantan, and still here in Kalimantan. And yeah, just want to show you a glimpse about my homeland. I need to show one picture. So Kalimantan is such a very beautiful island with beautiful forests, lush forests, and a beautiful tradition, culture, and also beautiful people. And my organization, Ranu Welum Foundations, actually come from Dayak language. It means living water. So Ranu Welum is an indigenous initiative that combines modern technology and indigenous wisdoms to preserve the culture, protect the forest, and also to fight for indigenous rights. So I will just start with the main reason and the very reason why we started this indigenous initiative. Because of this, I need to show the second picture. Right, this is what happened in my homeland. So can you imagine how we feel here when your own homes turn from the green one into ashes or even like burning blaze like this? So this picture is taken by my friend Bjorn Found, and it happened, this picture was taken in 2015, and that's exactly where I live. Thank you. So, you know, like that's how everything started. Like these forest fires in our place not only happened like 1 year or 2 years, but since 1997. Not mentioning about how many forests and peatland that being burned and how actually it continue like every year since 97 till today. And also not mentioning about how many biodiversity and animals and wildlife being burned alive in the forest, and how children and babies and elders die because of such poisonous air that produced by these forest fires. That's what happened here. So seeing my own home burning, and you know, I experienced myself breathing in such poisonous air where the air pollution is equal to 672 cigarettes a day. Can you imagine that? Experiencing that, you know, like I believe and I realized that environmental battle cannot be won only by talking. We need an immediate actions. So that's how we started with this my Dayak youth fellows here in Kalimantan. We start to mobilize young people here to take actions, the real actions on the ground to protect our home, to protect our people, to protect our families. And through this youth act movement under our organization, Ranu Welum Foundation, so we formed this youth firefighters team, you know, like like in 2019 they found like about over 30,000 fire spots in Kalimantan. So this is a huge work actually, but anyway, like we have these fires inside us, like we have to do it now, otherwise you would die here. And not only firefighter team, we also built the hay shelter. I mentioned previously about the air pollution situation here. So babies and elders, they were very affected by the haze, by the poisonous air. So we built this hay shelter where people can evacuate themselves during the haze season because it happens every year. And We also conducted this online petition. It's climate justice for Kalimantan, and also did this offline protests to the local government, of course, and also to the central government in Jakarta. And not to mention that above of all, you know, like we need to restore the forest because we lose that. Like every green things turn into the ashes. So we run this tree planting program to restore the ecosystem and the forest in Central Kalimantan. So in our works, in Ranu Welum Foundation, we emphasize indigenous youth leadership in the process, like learning from the elders and then pass it to the next generations. That's the key in our movement. That's the energy in our movement. And I haven't mentioned like forest fire is not the only challenge that we have, because there is a massive deforestation and also environmental destruction that happen here. Like lastly, also we face this flood and landslides in Kalimantan, which never happened before. That's the first time ever happened in like last 40 years. So I will say like we do what we can do to survive in this middle of massive deforestation and environmental destructions. But for us, the most challenging part is this. When the outsiders see forests, they see money, they see economic value, and they count the country's loss because of the forest fires. But for us, as a Dayak people, we see a different way. Like we see forests, we see life. We see forests, we see the connection to our ancestors. That's a part of our identity. And the Dayak is not Dayak without forest. That makes our work here becomes like more significant and more urgent. And you know, like I'm very honored to be invited and share in this talk. And I believe the people that watch this live streaming all like very high level people and smart and smarter than me. I'm only an ordinary girl from Kalimantan, but now I don't want to teach your head, but I want to touch your heart actually. And it's very important to let you know, while I'm speaking to you right now from Kalimantan, my people right now experience these fire spots. Like the fire spots already appear everywhere, and the air pollutions has been getting worse. So this message is very important for us when we talk about how actually indigenous people, you know, like being the guardians of the forest. Indigenous communities are at the front line of environmental battle. You know, like we can have these thousands webinars and talk, but still cannot save even an inch of the forest, right? So I will say, please reach out to the indigenous communities. Please reach out to us, speak to us, listen to us. Not as, you know, like as a superiority, you know, like organizations, or why we want to help you because you're vulnerable and you're pitiful, you're suffering there, down there. No, but in equal partnership, because indigenous communities are more than an object of a green project. And I will say we, the indigenous communities here, we, the Dayak, are the main actors in our collective effort to make sure that the forests are still there and to save all this wildlife. I think that's all what I can say. Thank you so much for the time.
Emmanuela, what can I say? There's nothing more for me to say on this, because we as humanity, we have been struggling with an inability to translate our emotions into action. We somehow deeply care for nature, but we have not collectivized that care in a ways that are sufficient to tackle the systemic challenges we face. But you have managed to do that, translate those emotions into action. So I really want to thank you for sharing with us the critical role of translating that fire, fighting fire with fire, translating that fire and that passion into really conserving the forests and ensuring the rights and well-being of the future generations. It has been an honor for all of us to listen to you. So thank you. I would like to invite Ms. Emmanuela Shinta.
Yeah, from me is I want to say the message for the policy makers. Please listen to the indigenous communities and listen to the indigenous wisdoms and knowledge, not only involving them as an object, but as the subject of every decisions regarding to the land management. Because it happens in my place right now, under the name of infrastructure, development, and food security, our forest being cleared. And it's not right, it's not okay. So I just want to say this, like, we can walk together in respect and humility and understanding of each other, because we indigenous community, we love our country, we love this earth, and I believe we can achieve what we want together, not by stepping on each other or fighting or conflict, but in unity, in harmony. That's all. Thank you so much, and happy World Wildlife Day from Dayak community.
Thank you very much, Emmanuela. Now